Morning guys, welcome back to my channel. So to go along with the back to basics makeup, I figured I'd do like a back to basics skincare. Sorry, I literally just woke up. Alright, so the first thing we're gonna do for back to basics, it's something that I'm dealing with right now, so figured, you know what, let's make a video about it. Back to basics skincare. Alright, so let's talk about dry, dehydrated, irritated skin. Matt got a new squeak toy, so excuse him. There's a difference in dry, dehydrated, and irritated skin. Irritated skin will usually turn red, okay? Dry skin, the best way to put it, when your skin is dry, not dehydrated, when your skin is dry, it feels tight, okay? And that's because it's lacking that moisture to make it plump and hydrated and all that goodness. Dehydrated is where you get those dry spots, and I have a few right now. I have one here, one here, one here. I think I have like one over here somewhere. Yeah, right here. So my skin is currently dehydrated. So treatments for when your skin is dehydrated. Now, I have a little bit of a breakout happening right here, as you can see. Long story. Okay, so when your skin is dehydrated, you want to get that dead layer off, that flaky skin off. So, best way to get flaky skin off without using a physical scrub is by going in with a radiance pad, which has like glycolic acid, lactic acid. What else does this have? Let's see. It has aloe, glycolic acid, lactic acid, citrus, hyaluronic acid. So the hyaluronic acid is actually going to help draw moisture in. All right, so what we're going to do this is the First Aid Beauty. These are my go-tos. They're great for sensitive skin. I don't necessarily have sensitive skin. I just have skin that doesn't like certain ingredients. So I try to keep it as natural as possible. So there's two sides. One side is smooth, one side is bumpy. I'm going to take the bumpy side, and in circular motions, we are going to go through and just on our face. Now, this morning I just used some like cool water. I didn't wear makeup last night. I double cleansed last night. I always bring it down my neck, by the way. So, because your neck is still part of your skin. And I avoid my eye area with these. I mean, I don't think it would irritate my eye area. I don't want to take the chance. But what I really enjoy about these is if there's any residue on my face after rinsing it, this will get it off. As you can see, there was a little bit of stuff on my face. I woke up and I took Mac on a walk, so that might have just been from the air. I'm not rubbing really hard. I'm just really concentrating this where these dry spots are. Okay. Now, this is gonna help gently exfoliate your skin. Now, why I did not go in with a cleanser is because I just wanted to rinse everything off of my face. I literally went in with a moisturizer, a CeraVe moisturizer last night. So I didn't necessarily have any thick product that my face did not absorb. but I went through and I just splashed some water on my face because I didn't want to strip my face. Like, we already have a situation going on our face, so stripping it isn't going to help anything. It's a common misconception that the more you cleanse your skin, the better. That's not the case, y'all. If you have dehydrated skin and you cleanse too much, all it's gonna do is dehydrate your skin even more, because your face is naturally producing oils, and those oils are what naturally keeps it forms a barrier on your skin, basically. All right, so we're gonna let this dry, and then because I do have some breakouts, I do have those dehydrated things happening, we're gonna go in with some Ultra Repair Instant Oatmeal Mask. This nourishes and rejuvenates your skin. It has oatmeal. It doesn't really have any acids in it. It has glycerin, oatmeal, cocoa seed butter, a few oils, a few extracts, like vanilla actually has vanilla extract, and a few like root extracts. I really love this brand, y'all. They are allergy tested, fragrance free, good for sensitive skin. So now that my face has absorbed pretty much everything on here, I usually like to give it about 15-20 minutes. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna give it about 15-20 minutes just to kind of work its magic. You're not gonna see the dead skin flake off instantly. This is a chemical exfoliant, so it's gonna lightly exfoliate. I'm looking here. I mean, I see a few little dead skin particles, which is good. Like, it gently rubbed away some of those dead skin particles. By the way, when you get acne from like here down, it's usually hormonal or stress induced. I think mine's a little bit of both, because I'm approaching that ever so beautiful time of the month that every woman loves. But also with everything going on with COVID-19, I'm just a little stressed, just a little. But that's also why you want to make sure you are doing some self-care, because when you're doing self-care and you're doing those masks, you relax. You don't realize it, but you do. All right, so I feel like my skin's pretty much absorbed this. So I'm just gonna squeeze this into my hand and then rub it on my face. Doing like a soothing mask in the morning is one of my favorite things. If I'm doing like a brightening treatment or anything like that, I actually prefer to do it at night. That way all of my products can work together in tandem, because I have a lot of products that are like for brightening and all that. So it gives them an opportunity to kind of work in tandem and help each other out. Like, if I'm doing a brightening mask, I really like to go in and do like vitamin C and all of that at night. All right. So this mask is gentle, it's nourishing, it's rejuvenating, it's calming. Oatmeal is great for calming. So if you have like an irritated pimple or anything like that, oatmeal is great for calming, especially if you have eczema or psoriasis. Like, oatmeal is great for calming that redness and that itch that usually comes along with like eczema and psoriasis. So we're gonna leave this on for 15 minutes and we will rinse it off and be back. I definitely feel awake. Okay, so the next thing we are gonna do is we're gonna take some Kate Somerville Active Concentrates. This is biomimicking peptides. It's meant to smooth and firm. Now, what these do, you only need 1 to 2 drops. That's 2 drops. What these do is help repair the barrier of your skin. So I'm just gonna smooth this on my face. Definitely get under my eye. And the reason I like to go in with this when my skin has those dry, I mean, I go in with it twice a day, but one reason I really like using this when my skin is dehydrated is because peptides just help repair that barrier of your skin. Now, when you have dehydrated spots on your face, that skin barrier is broken, like breakouts, pimples. That like protective skin barrier is broken. Dry patches, protective skin barrier is broken. So I really like to take my time and go in with something like that because it helps repair my skin, and my skin just feels nice and soft. Now we are gonna go in with some pineapple C brightening serum. This has lactic acid, has citric acid, it has hyaluronic acid. It's it is chunky. It is not my favorite vitamin C serum, but I have it and we're gonna use it. So we're just gonna gently rub this on our face, and then once we've covered our face, we're gonna press it in. You want to press your products in more than you want to rub them around. By rubbing them around, you are literally just going through and moving that product. By taking the time to press it in, you are making sure it penetrates your skin. You always want to use your ring finger when it comes to your eyes. That is the finger that is going to apply the least amount of pressure. And you don't want to tug at your eye because that's just going to create wrinkles, y'all. We are doing this to protect our skin, not hurt our skin. Okay, so I feel like that is nice and pressed in. Okay. I forgot my face oil. But I love keeping all of this stuff in the fridge, by the way, guys. It's like my favorite thing in the world. My fridge is under my desk for easy access. But I love keeping all of this in the fridge because there's something about putting something cooling on your face. You know what I mean? Just, even if it's not actually doing anything for your skin, it just feels good. All right, so before I apply some oil, before I go get my oil, I'm gonna take the Juice Beauty Stem Cellular Anti-Wrinkle Eye Treatment, put that on a ring finger, and then rub my 2 ring fingers together. And then I'm gonna follow my eye socket. I'm not gonna bring it up to like my lash lines because my eye is going to naturally pull that product. Like it's gonna naturally pull that product upwards. So it's important that you don't go through and apply it directly up into your eye, because then that's just going to get in your eye and it's just going to aggravate your eye. Let me grab my face oil. We are back. All right, so I don't have any plans for the day, so these next 2 steps would usually be done at night, but because I don't have any plans for the day, thanks COVID-19, we're gonna just go ahead and do these now. That way my face can get that extra boost of hydration. So we have this cute little overnight gel mask from Neutrogena. This is the Hydro Boost Hydrating Gel Mask. Deeply hydrates, and it has hyaluronic acid in it. It's a very thick gel. Just gonna go through and apply this straight onto our skin. And I am gonna put a pretty good amount because I'm actually going to roll my skin. So that's gonna help make sure my skin absorbs all of this. And it says it's a single use, and there's a lot of product in here. So I'm pretty sure it is meant to have a crap ton of product. Kind of smells like baby powder. So this is the first time I am using this particular mask. Like, this is ridiculous. I feel like maybe this is more than a single use. I feel like you could probably, in all seriousness, get like 2 or 3 uses out of this. Because this is, yeah, we're just gonna put you back in. And we're gonna put you in the fridge. Because this is ridiculous. I'm gonna just rub it on my hands. Let my hands get some of that Hydro Boost moisture. All right, there's a lot of product on our face. I'm gonna take my cosmetics roller here, and I'm just gonna use this and roll this into my skin. There's so much product on my skin right now. It's ridiculous. Now I am gonna do my eye because I want to make sure my eye gets hydrated too, y'all. I know I said you don't want to, when I did the serums, you don't necessarily want to rub it all over your face. You want to disperse it on your face and then pat it in. This is a little different. This is doing the legwork for you, basically. Yes, you are moving it, but the little rolly things here are helping press it into your skin. I always get my neck. And this is great for the morning because this is gonna help get that circulation going to your skin. Your skin is gonna look plump because all of that blood is coming to your face. And then this is really just gonna help press that product into your skin. So those dehydrated spots are going to absorb this product. And it feels good. It feels really good. Like, if I could have someone doing this for me, I'd probably fall asleep. But when you're using a tool like this, you always want to make sure you have some lubrication on your face, whether it's a mask like this I usually don't really do my nose, but we are going to. Notice when I get to the sides of my nose, I am being very gentle to not poke my eye. When you're using a tool like this, you really want to make sure you have lubrication on your face. That way it glides over your skin and it's not just like, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not tugging at your skin. And notice I'm not even applying pressure. I'm literally just rolling it on my skin. Your skin might get a little red. As long as you're not applying pressure, don't worry about it. It's just a foreign object rubbing on your skin. I know some people turn red from their skin rubbing. If it starts turning red, really red, stop using it because you might not have enough lubrication and you might be pulling at your skin and irritating it. Now I'm just gonna pat the rest into my face. Yeah, I definitely feel like you can get 2 uses out of this because I feel like you don't really need a whole bunch of this on your face. Okay, so just to help lock that mask in, and this kind of, and this is hard to explain. Now if the product is literally peeling off of your face, like you can rub your hand and you see like the product peeling on your face, do not go in with this because I didn't use the whole thing. I think I'm gonna be okay, plus I'm not exactly gonna be touching my face. We're gonna go in with some Pacifica Crystal Lit Moon Oil. And we're not gonna take much, we're just gonna take a few drops. We're gonna rub it between our hands and press it into our skin. This is absolutely not a necessary step, but with oil being the last step, it's gonna lock everything in that we just put on our face. Now keep in mind, this is how I do my dry skin, well, my dehydrated skin. Keep in mind, this is how I do how I handle my dehydrated skin. I have combination skin, leaning more dry than oily, and it changes throughout the seasons. Right now we are transitioning from winter into spring, still have some chilly days, so my skin is leaning more on the dehydrated side. Now once we get into summer, it's gonna start leaning more on the oily side. My skin is weird and has a mind of its own. So when I do have those dehydrated spots on my face, I focus on exfoliation and then hydration. Now when I'm doing a mask, for example, like the oatmeal mask, I do focus more on nourishing ingredients more than I focus on like exfoliating ingredients, because I do go in with those just First Aid Beauty. I go in with those First Aid Beauty radiance pads twice a day, morning and night. So that is gonna help naturally get rid of that dead skin that is on those dehydrated spots. But from there out, it is all about moisture, 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 smoothing moisture, putting the ingredients that my face should already naturally have back in. When I have makeup, I do go in with a cold cream for my first cleanse. I always make sure that when I'm doing a double cleanse, which is most times I have makeup on, that I'm going in with a moisturizing product first. I don't like going in with stripping ingredients. My cleanser has salicylic acid in it because I do get breakouts. I'm not perfect. So I want to make sure that I am adding the moisture into my skin before I use that cleanser as well as after. And every time I cleanse my face, I always make sure I give my skin time to dry before I go in. So I'll wash my face with like my cleanser at night, and I'll give it about, we'll say about 20-30 minutes before I start going in with treatments and serums and all of that, because I don't want to add agitation to my skin. So you can see she's a little bit red on the dry spots. It's normal. Those ingredients are working to heal that barrier that is broken from the dehydrated skin as well as the breakout. Alright guys, I am gonna go. I don't know what I'm gonna go do, but I'm gonna go. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that you are enjoying the whole back to basics series. And I hope this was informative for those of you that suffer from dehydrated skin. And I will see you in the next video. The next video, I think we're gonna focus on, I don't know yet. We'll come back to that. All right, guys. We might focus on oils, actually. I think that's a great place to start, because there's a lot of misconceptions and not full understandings of, oh, that's not even close, of oils and skincare, and they're not all bad for you. So that might be our next video. I will see you guys in the next video. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell, and I'll see you soon.